Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, welcome back. Welcome to the Thursday stream, how are you all doing? Can we get an AV check? Hope you've all had a great week, guys. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing very well, actually. Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
We're going to play some more SnowRunner. We're going to finish off Alaska if we can.
Aye.
I'm not sure how much... We've not been to Pedro Bay yet, so we've got quite a bit to do, I think. Mr. Jake, thank you very much for the bits. First year of uni finished. Time for a few weeks of full-off streams. Nice. Have I done Airfix? Nope, not yet. Dom L, welcome back. Angus Ricardo, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the Net House. Theo, thank you for 10. Marty, happy anniversary. PJ with 23. Vertical 44. Thank you, guys. You drove down to Port Elizabeth. You're struggling here with the isolation. Yeah, cabin fever's set it in now, right?
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
You thought it was Monday today, Matty. Nice. Dr. Introvertia says, 8 months, many more to follow. Turn into your stream to wind down after a day of chaos and fun in Star Citizen. Lol.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Jordan Raccoon, another month and another purple button. Thank you, sir. You don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday. It's a good job I know what day it is. Geordie Raccoon Egregious, 38 months. Watched so much of this game and I still can't get enough. Love the vids and streams as always. Your corner of the internet is a lovely one. Thank you, dude. Crazy Kid, welcome back. The UK streets are so quiet. Yes, they are.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Afternoon, Auburn.
Aye.
Black Beast, thank you for 30. Izzy G, more SnowRunner. Thank you for 500 bits.
Happy anniversary.
Do you play SnowRunner, Heapster? A little bit. I have been known to dabble. Let's take this cardigan off.
Happy
There we go.
anniversary, Nutter.
Today's Thursday, but Friday is a DLC. I wish. I wish Monday was a DLC. I wouldn't pay for it. 124, Bethan, thank you for 3. Jim Skeleton, double top.
Nutter.
Nice hat. NSR, thank you for 19. Yeah, I've been loving this game as well.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
You bought SnowRunner yesterday. You completed the first map in Michigan. And go on today and none of your progress is saved. What? It saves it as you go along. It automatically does it.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Coffin Dodger, thank you very much for 2,000 bits, sir. Paul, I love your stream and videos, so here's a little something for my support. Coffin Dodger, thank you.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Epic Cloud save wiped my SnowRunner save after I installed it on a second PC. Well, when you fire up the launcher of SnowRunner, and it detects a difference between the local save and the cloud save, it asks you which one you want to keep. I suspect you chose the wrong option.
Welcome to the Nut House.
You never got the prompt. Rip. Coffin Dodger, wow. 2,000 bits and 20 subs.
Happy anniversary.
GG, sir. That's very kind of you. 20 sub bomb, guys. Totally epic. Thank you very much. If you just got a sub, please give Coffin Dodger a massive thank you. Fantastic support.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Paul, did you know that you can sell the old upgrades? Of course I did. You can sell the upgrades, the trailers, the vehicles. You get 100% of your money back. Your brother lost all his progression after a corp crash. Listen, back up your file. Back up your profiles file. That's all you got to do. It's located in Documents, My Games, SnowRunner, Base, Storage. And there's a folder in there with a weird looking name. Just back that up. Right, let's drag the boys down. Let's see, first of all, we have
Welcome back.
Mr. Pepe.
Hello, hello, hello.
We have the Mad South African.
Very good afternoon.
And we have Dad.
Daddy's here.
Hey, Dad.
Hey.
To the nut house.
Oh boy. Well, this is a nice lineup of vehicles.
Aye, 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 aye.
Henry, thank you for 46 months.
Avengers have assembled.
I was having a quick look at the map and what we have to do, and there's a lot of map jumping around now, I think.
Yep.
Straight line, Dad. Max the Husky. Paul, you inspire me every time I watch your video, and I hope you have a long
Aye,
life.
aye, aye, aye.
That's a very nice gesture, and thank you for the bits, Max.
Nut house.
So, any thoughts on which one to tackle first? We have a load of oil barrels to go to the North Port.
Welcome to the nut house.
Four of them, in fact. We could do a four truck convoy.
Sounds good.
I'll have to get out the cat though. How many oil barrels are you taking?
Aye, aye, aye.
I'll take a lot of oil barrels, by the way.
The legs of the trader are dragging along the floor while you drive that, by the way, so me just...
Yeah, on my screen as well.
Yeah.
All that happens is the feet just stick out or not, but the legs stay there.
Welcome back.
Well, the feet fold forward when you attach it.
I missed some stuff here, didn't I? Max Husky, I did. Liam its own. I'm sure you remember me, but I was the one who was going through a breakup and I'm trying out the 30-day no contact rule so I can give her some time and see what life would be like without me. I really hope she messages me. It sounds like a very sensible decision, Liam, but the first week of that will probably be very tricky. So all the best. Heapster, I love SnowRunner. I'm doing Steel River Supplies contract, but can only find cargo management. Any ideas where it is? You're doing Steel Runner Supplies, delivering to town storage, can only find cargo management. It tells you, Heapster, where everything is. Whenever you bring up a contract and you click on it, if you move to the parts of it, it tells you where they are, like metal planks. When you move up and down, it literally tells you where it is. So just go to the mission, go to the item, and it will zoom on the map.
To the nut house.
If it's in a different map, if you're not in the map where it's at, for example, this one, oh, that's not good, is it? If you're not in the right place, it'll just move to like the place where it is. Go to that map and do the same thing.
Welcome to the nut house.
Kenny Bird, fed and watered. Now time to relax. Thank you, mate.
Barrels.
Shadow 21, thank you for 13. And
No
Hypno
idea.
Falcon,
I thought that was the plan. We
Hypno
were all
Falcon with a
headed for
sub bomb.
oil
Thank you
barrels,
very much.
Does it need all of us?
huh?
Sorry,
There's
what's?
4 different drop boxes.
I missed all of that because I was dealing with subs. What's going on?
We were wondering what the plan, Stan.
Didn't I already say?
Not to us.
Yes, I did.
Oil barrels?
I said all barrels. I said we could all do a massive convoy in it. And then you pulled out a huge trailer and I said to you, what's all that about?
Oh, okay.
And you didn't answer. Am I not coming through or something?
Welcome to the nut house.
No,
I
you're
can hear
working
you.
just fine.
But I'm open to suggestions. Since there weren't any suggestions, I just suggested all barrels.
Let's do oil barrels then.
Just for the lols.
Welcome to the nut house.
All delivery. All barrels. There we go. Just up the road. Oh my god. Coffin Dodger. 2,000 bits, 20 subs, and another 10. Blimey.
Jeez.
I've only just started streaming.
Do you feel like the nut house has got more nuttier recently?
Yeah, it definitely has got crazier.
How's the push to talk working out for you, Paul?
Well, you tell me. Can you hear me okay?
Well, it's not whether we can hear you okay. We can always hear you okay. It was just we're hoping for more response this time rather than just a delayed one.
You're getting a quick response, are you not?
Well, we shall see.
So it's for your benefit, not mine.
Time will tell. So you found it after all that then?
Yeah, I did. It was exactly 1 meter away on top of the filing cabinet behind something. But I basically searched through about 12 boxes in the front room in glorious detail. Only to not find it and then find it in my room.
That may have been slightly frustrating.
That was a bit annoying. Geek Thumb! Hang on. Am I going the right way? Mr. Geek Thumb with the 3 years. Thank you very much. Happy anniversary, sir. Yeah, I got the pedal. So, I got a foot pedal, which I can't show you because it's on the ground. But it's basically, the last one I had was a plastic one. Most of them are plastic, right? And I broke it. Because you rest your foot on it, and sometimes you press a bit too hard and the plastic just breaks. So I was trying to find a metal one. And I found one on the eBay a couple of months ago, I think it was. And it's a lot more solid. Am I even going the right way? I'm very distracted right now. The problem is trying to use a foot pedal while driving with your hands is a bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. It takes a bit of getting used to. You got a flat tire. No, I don't. I was just wondering if you knew what the deal was with MudRunner. Came out after Yet I See Some DLC. The Chernobyl one, has he got different devs? MudRunner's also owned by Focus Interactive. So, I don't know. I suspect the team will work on that a bit. But I really don't know the detail of it all. Honestly, I have no idea where I'm going right now. Is it in here? Is it still plastic? I just said it's metal. It's a metal foot pedal. Oh, spin tires. Yeah, I don't know the deal with spin tires. I mean, I don't know what the right situation is with that anymore. I suspect they'll do something similar for this map. Right, what are we getting?
Were you meant to come to the drilling site rather than the factory?
Welcome.
Yeah, I did keep saying repeatedly, I don't know where I'm going. I'm not sure if I'm going the right direction. I'm a bit distracted right now, and not one person piped up and said, "You're going the wrong way, you've driven past."
Okay, I will own up. I was distracted eating pizza.
And then when I get there, you go, "Oh, are you meant to come here?"
Well, I'm thinking, I've been here 5 minutes, and where are you three?
Well, the best bit is the other two followed me, so what's their excuse?
There is no excuse.
Good evening, trotters.
I was eating pizza, that's my excuse.
Joel, thank you for 58 months. Nice one,
I'm assuming
NHS.
You're resting your foot on your pedal.
Yeah, have a good night, NHS. Well, chat's been a bit busy with subs and stuff, so I've been doing that whilst trying to navigate and drive and use push to talk with my foot, which I'm not used to.
Yes,
I've already flattened a tyre.
I'm not criticising. I'm just that was sort of amusing that you were still showing green on Discord and you were talking, and it was like, yeah, Paul, lift your foot up. Yeah, lift your foot up. Yeah.
Thank you, dear. Can you take that one?
Hi, Mrs.
That's the
Squirrel.
proper one.
Welcome to the nut house.
Is it possible to drive with manual gearbox? To an extent. If you look just to my right as you look at it, you can see the gearbox is an auto. You can, if you want to, put it into low or high or reverse or neutral. And you can get a gearbox where you can split the low gear as well. So, to an extent you can, but not to the detail of, say, I don't know, Eurotruck. Mr. Zinham! Squirrel lost. Niels, thank you for 2 years. Greetings, sir.
Oh, hi guys.
Hello.
Wow, you've really filled that trailer up.
I've utilised the trailer to its maximum. Yes.
Make sure you get oil barrels and not fuel.
Gunfire! Duck and cover, everybody! Down, down, down!
Right. So we're now going to go to service site in the Northport. So I'll just follow him. Doesn't show any names on players. I've no idea who's who.
Well, it's sort of, we should perhaps allocate a colour code.
Well, I'm the bright greenish one.
I'm the one sliding about. There's a possibility I might have forgot to put chain.
No! So when you say there's a possibility, what's the probability of that?
100%.
Can you transport cars on those trailers? What do you mean by cars? Do you mean as goods, or do you mean one of your other vehicles?
So there seems to be an I don't know whether they fixed it or not, but when me and
could you not leave your trailer inside my truck? Did you press the wrong button?
I didn't. For some reason, I was going up the hill. You crashed into the back of me, and my trailer's attached.
Interesting fix.
So me and Mad South African tried to load his truck onto one of the low bar trailers. Was it on Sunday, Mad? And
yes.
The truck just wouldn't climb up onto the trailer. So whether they fixed that or not, we don't know. But there's no way of you actually strapping it down. So unless you drive really gingerly, it's going to fall off anyway.
Well, I just glitched right through your trailer. So the chances of climbing on top of it are fairly slim.
Another hill. Okay, I've stopped for some reason. Wheel spin, please. No.
I mean, your trailer's empty. That truck should be just mincing up here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Do you need more power, Captain?
It needs a Russian truck.
It's just
Yeah,
wheel
it is.
spinning.
Do you want a winch?
It's like got no tractive effort on the uphill slope. It's really weird.
What wheels have you got?
I've got chains. I've got 8
That is
sets of
weird.
chains.
Don't go this way. Cripple Wrestler, that's nice to hear, thank you. Vanilla Donut. All the work you and your team has done, bringing the continued quality streams over the past few weeks. Donut, thank you. Wait, is this a fuel trailer? What an inconveniently placed, lovely fuel trailer that is.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Do you remember I left that there when we first got here? That truck is really struggling, Tommy. When you've got weight on the back, you're going nowhere.
Tunnel's clear.
Okay, I'm going into Harry Potter. Platform 9 3/4.
It's no better with the diff lock on, weirdly.
I am clear.
Tommy, you're holding me up and I've got no chain.
Alright, now we need to decide who's delivering where.
Can I have the closest one?
That'd be the factory then.
The North Factory, yeah.
I'll do the southeast.
Alright, I'm clear.
Roger.
Chris, if you want to do the service hub next to the garage, I'll take the last one.
Is this one of your new crispy thing? What is it again? Nutella pastry. Mrs. Squirrel's made some like Nutella pastry thing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Hang on. It's kind of green screening. For some reason it's green screening out. That's so weird. Look at that. It's like a Nutella thing.
Where did you say, Sean?
Service hub. It's next to the garage, Chris.
It's very lightweight pastry. Very nice actually. I think Greg should sell those.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, got it. Yeah, down the bottom.
Nice one.
Imagine really light crispy pastry with Nutella wound through it. That's basically what it is. Why am I not seeing? Oh, it's because of that one. That's why I couldn't see them. The first one had been passed. You just came over from YouTube. The stream is much further ahead. Well, yes and no. So on YouTube, we basically stuck with Michigan. On Twitch, we mostly skipped to Michigan and went straight for Russia. So we've done 90-odd% of Russia. We've done all the major missions. And now we're working on Alaska. But they're completely different saves, so you won't miss anything. You've been cracking on PS4 SnowRunner, it's tough on your own. Yes. Yes indeed, Bigfoot. I figured I needed a stronger beard for driving a truck like this. Will you also play Russia and Alaska on YouTube? Yep, that's the plan. So on YouTube we'll go kind of Michigan, then Russia, then Alaska, and then the new Russian map will probably get hoovered up into the Russian side of it. Because we're working on on Russia next, and there should be a new Russian map coming out, what, a week or something? So that'll probably we'll probably do that before we go to Alaska. On YouTube, that is. Extra 35 horsepower stick. Although it's knocking on 40 now because I've allowed it to grow a bit. I haven't trimmed my beard all week, so it's got a little bit thicker for an extra 5 horsepower. Coffin Dodger, sorry I don't talk much for lurking, by the way. My mum loves your dog and trucking song. And P.S. this is the last time to show my support. Coffin Dodger, never feel embarrassed about saying stuff in chat or showing support or apologising for any of that. That's what we're here for. If you want to lurk, that's good. If you want to say stuff, just say stuff. But thanks for your support and say hi to your mum. Is this game as fun to play as it is to watch? I think so. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be frustrating when you get stuck in the mud, but that's kind of the point, right? Speaking of getting stuck in the mud...
Have fun getting through that bit again, Paul.
Well, I will, because,
Do you need a
there's
pole?
no, it's fine, I'll go around the outside.
Okay. So I'm only down the road.
Although if I can't get out of here, I'll need to... Hang on.
I'm just gonna wait here and see if you can get out first.
That's really... I thought this thing would be okay with that.
I think last time we hugged the tree line.
We did, I'm going to go that way again. Yeah, the reverse gear doesn't have a low version of it, it's just quite quick.
Yeah.
I got myself out, so I'm just going to tree hug.
Sounds good.
Thank you for 19 months, Liverpool, for me. Just hack it in low gear, I think. Eat some Nutella pastry. It can totally roll. If it rolls, you'll drop your cargo, and you'll have to crane load it back on. Is every place after monsoon? Like, there's different problems on different maps. But, for example, if you go to the dam, there's some flooded areas around it. Some will have more tarmac roads, some will have hardly any tarmac roads. Some will have snow and ice, others will have snowy kind of mud like this. Others will just be a bit wet, but not really muddy. Most of the maps, though, tend to have an area where there's really deep mud, and a lot of them involve places where you need to decide your line before you go in there. And the choice of line you take will dictate whether you get stuck or not. Things to look for are things that you can winch onto if you do get stuck. So that line down the trees there is good because it's not as deep. The mud's not as deep, but you can winch through it. The original line that I took had these telegraph poles that I could winch to, but the mud was just too deep. So your choice of line does dictate whether you're going to succeed or not. Also things like the tyres that you've put on, the load that you're carrying. If you come this way, for example, there's a point where if you're top heavy, you'll most likely tip over. So you might have to go the other road. So this bit here. This is an easier road. If you look on the map, this is a slightly easier road than that one, which you can also take. That one's got a deep section of mud here. But this one has this camber. And if you bring a top-heavy trailer or truck, it will be like wanting to go down that hill, basically. Never trust the map. Lol. The map lies to you completely, that's true. Do I think the truck is OP? If it was OP, you'd never get stuck in it. And I just got stuck with hardly any cargo. I'd say this truck is very, very good, but it's not OP. The Master 123, thank you for gifting a sub to, who's that? NEC? No, there's not, BD. The highway trucks are kind of a weird one. Because there aren't that many highways in the game. The only thing I can think of highway trucks being used for is positioning fuel and things like that. It's an odd one. Is it the best truck in the game? I don't know. It's one of the better trucks in the game. And it's quite easy to drive because it has diff lock and all-wheel drive built in. And you don't have to engage it because it's always on. It does have the turning circle of a cruise ship though. So there is that. Yes, I'll do more Stormworks videos, yeah. Alright, that's one barrel delivered. Do you need any assistance, Mr. Sommy?
No, I was just
That's all
tracking
the
through to see if there was anything else. I think we're all going to have to rendezvous with you to take the drilling parts.
Are the more parts mission?
Yeah.
I love this game. There are just some weird gameplay choices like the useless highway trucks, or the fact there's no disadvantage to using mud tires on the highway that I've seen. If you did that in real life, if you took mud tires on a highway in real life, what would you expect the disadvantages to be? I agree with you about the highway trucks. They're kind of useless on these maps, but maybe on some of the maps they've got coming, maybe they'll be more useful.
So, what's that track like?
Yeah, exactly. So noise, fuel consumption, and probably cost. Yeah? I imagine a mud tire costs a lot more than a highway tire.
The track is okay. I've been making a relative amount of progress.
None of
but it
those
is
things,
narrow.
none of those things matter in this game. Yeah, reduce tread life. None of those things matter in this game. You don't have tire wear, you don't really worry about the cost of them, and you don't worry about the noise of them, so...
Did you put chains on?
I think that's why there's no disadvantage. D-Pain, thank you for 10 months. I never have enough fuel. Right, drilling parts are coming from here.
Yeah, we're all on the way.
I'll accept that.
Calm down,
Okay.
Chris. This ain't irate.
I'll just take one then, shall I?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to have enough fuel to get back out of here, you know. Hmm. Yeah, I'm down to like 68 litres.
Hey, Squirrel.
As if. That looks so realistic.
Speed
God,
load.
I found another upgrade. I'll get it.
Wait, I've already got that one. I got that one early in the game.
Well, it's here again.
That's really weird. Fuel station is actually on the way out, isn't it? A little sidetrack. So we're going to go to the mountain river. But if we go that way, grab some fuel. I was looking which way to go, but basically going that way is the same as going that way.
Down to the mudway if you want.
Say again?
I can drag a fuel truck down to where this joins the main road if you like. Save the backtrack a little bit.
It's a really small backtrack.
Well, I figured the other two have still got another 4 minutes before they get here. I'd said.
When you said it got narrow, Sammy, I didn't realise you meant quite this narrow.
I said it got narrow. I would. Your interpretation of narrow is your interpretation, isn't it?
Level on this profile, I'm level 22. On the YouTube profile, I think we're level 11. No, maybe. What level are we on YouTube?
I would concur with like 11, somewhere there.
Yeah, 11 or 12.
Haven't we just got the better tyres?
Aye, 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 aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is level 11 for the all-terrains, I think. I really wish the game would stop doing that auto-scroll thing. It's very, very annoying. Oh, I know that. It's an icy lake.
Welcome back, Nutter.
How do you get rid of... What a weird way of doing it.
How you doing, Chris?
Okay, there we go.
I'm following you, eh?
Lots of waypoints. If you click back at the top left so it doesn't show the mission details, I'll stop auto-scrolling the map. Oh, you mean that? Okay. Fair enough. Why so many markers so I don't get lost? Well, glad you could show up. It's about time.
Always here when you need us.
You stop for a coffee or something?
Yeah, we stopped for a cup of tea, bacon sandwich, bag crisps.
I've waypointed it to
We
fuel.
did bring you some M&M's though.
Oh, nice. Alfie Guy, I'm going to buy this game based on your streams and videos. Do you recommend I also get a controller? I think that's personal preference. I've always played with a controller with Spin Tires, MudRunner, and SnowRunner. Some people play mouse and keyboard, and some people play with a wheel. Personally, I like using a controller, but whatever works for you. You think it's a Tatra T815? Could well be.
What is it? Drilling spare parts?
Yeah.
You stop for a kebab. The truck is a Kamaz in real life, so it's not a Tatra then. What model of Kamaz is it? Isn't left bumper A engine on and off? It depends what controller mapping you're on. If you go to your settings and go to controller, there's 4 different mappings. The default mapping I don't use, I use mapping 2. Langeveld, did you see that in the UK they're reopening 15 McDonald's stores? Did you see that? Well, when I say reopening, they're only opening for delivery. So the reopening...
Are we going right here or...
Straight on. They're reopening 15 McDonald's stores. Three of the 15 stores that they're reopening, 3 of them are in Chelmsford. Which basically means, like, I know of 4 McDonald's. I know of 4 McDonald's in Chelmsford. 1 of them is on the high street. That's not opening. The other 3 are opening. 3 of the 15 are in Chelmsford. In the whole country. Everybody needs to move to Chelmsford, boys. Come on, somebody needs to roll it. Who's going to roll it? Thames has 4 McDonald's. Yes, it has. It definitely has 4 that I know of. I don't think there's any more. The best one is the one on A12 Borum. That's a really, really good McDonald's. Port Elizabeth has 2 and there's nearly 2 million people. Blimey, they must do well. The one on the A12 is 24 hours and it honestly, it is always busy. I mean 24 hours, always busy. It's just nuts. Well, I think Nando's are discussing opening stuff at the end of May, I think. I don't think I'll have enough fuel for this. In fact,
I don't think you're going to.
I'm fairly sure that I'll run out before we hit that mud section.
Would you like me to give you 100 litres?
Well, we might be sharing your fuel around a bit here, because I'm on 20 litres now. What are you on, Pops?
88.
But you're fine.
Same as me.
I'm on 18.
I think you have to do it from your... Oh, hang on.
I've got fuel now.
100...
Probably got more than you now.
I've got 63.
Yeah, I've got 116.
Yeah, but I had 200 and something, so... Or 160 something. So, tree line, right?
Yeah, just over
and
the
then
trees.
You have to win.
Why is there 3 in Why 3 in Chelmsford? It's something to do, as far as I know, it's something to do with the distribution network, and the 3 McDonald's in Chelmsford were one of the first ones to meet the new criteria for food preparation or something like that. Now, don't ask me why or how, but apparently that's the case.
You good, Chris?
Well, Jeffrey, I thought it was delivery only, man. Oh, and also something to do with Chelmsford is one of the least hit areas for COVID. That's another reason. for Chelmsford being picked. Well, that tree was entirely useless. I don't know if they're owned by the same person. I really don't know. I don't think so. But who knows? Mr. Durka, how you doing, man? Who owns all of McDonald's? McDonald's is a franchise, so each store is owned by a different franchisee. This is a fuel tanker.
Not a moment too soon.
You're full.
Thank you.
You're full.
Oh, my lovely waypointing system
You should
ruined.
hopefully be full.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome back, Nata.
Who's a sub bomb? Jack Garrett, thank you. 5 subs gifted from Jack. Thank you very much, sir.
Are you going?
I was waiting for you.
Where are we going?
Oh, okay. We're going top middle-ish of the map.
We're going to Mountain River.
Yeah.
I believe so.
To the nut house.
Thank you, Jack. If you just got gifters, so please give them a thank you, guys. Most of the McDonald's in the UK are run by McDonald's UK. Really?
Come on, Sean, track limits.
See, I see a lot of variation between the McDonald's, even in Chelmsford, in the way they're run, the kind of decor, layout, hygiene. You know what I mean? It kind of makes me think they're not from the same company. Any idea what the PM might say on Sunday?
McDonald's UK, and then there was individually franchisees between the sites. So I know, like the ones in Norfolk, there's one guy that owns 4 or 5 McDonald's that are under him as a franchisee.
Right.
They all operate under McDonald's UK, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
I was going to answer a question, but I've totally forgot what it was now. 80% of the McDonald's in the UK are franchised. There you go. So they're not owned by McDonald's UK. Oh yeah, that was going to answer. What's the PM going to say on Sunday? He's going to basically say on Sunday that he's going to very slightly relax some rules. That's what he's going to say. And allow a few industries to open. But that'll be it. Don't expect anything big on Sunday. The curve is not really flattening that much, so I don't think he's going to open the floodgates yet.
I've got to say, power sliding a truck, pretty fun.
LH, this lockdown's going to go on through summer. I said that back in March. It's not going to lift until summer. They'll let us out around about August probably, and then the curve will start to rise again, and then they'll lock us down before winter again. Unless there's a big development in a vaccine, which will obviously change everything. But as things stands right now, nobody is going to lift open the gates and increase the number of deaths, because that person would be directly responsible. So they've got to be very cautious. I suspect a lot of businesses are making changes like right now, though, so that they can, you know, do things in different
You
ways.
good, Chris?
I am.
Fuel station for your thirsty Azovs.
I've only burned 42 litres of fuel. What about you?
Me,
Yeah,
only about 28.
28.
Yep.
Well, I don't, you know, it depends what you mean by staying at home. Like, most people seem to be following the rules as far as I can tell. The people I do see out are distancing themselves. Like, if I go and walk the dog and somebody else comes around the corner walking the dog, usually I or they will cross the road. Like,
It's the same where I live.
Or just walk down the middle. It's like socially awkward, isn't it? It's really strange as you walk down the street and
I know.
one person like just darts into the middle of the road and carries on walking.
yeah. It really does feel like you've got a disease.
Yeah, it's like you're walking as though everybody's infected, and it's sort of like, yeah.
Well, people are allowed to go out, JNSON. It's not like a stay-at-home lockdown. Like, complete stay... It's like you're allowed to go out to exercise, and you're allowed to go out to go to work if it's essential work. But you must observe distance rules at all times. Like, other than that, you know, I don't think... Are you in the tunnel?
I'm clear.
I mean, I go out, like, to walk the dog. That's about it, really. Clear?
Have you enabled more parts?
Second?
Have you enabled more parts?
I'm
Yes.
clear, Chris.
No, you have.
Guess we're going that way. You just got your hands on the game and the season pass. You've done some initial missions up to unlocking the global map stuff. Any tips on getting the best trucks to get or some other stuff? It really depends how you want to do the game. You're free to go to any of the 3 regions right at the start. One of the things you're going to want to do is get more money. And one way to get money is to go out and pick up some of the vehicles that are scattered around the map.
Okay, freeze.
My game just froze when you said uh-oh.
I said pothole.
Oh. It's
Nice time
that
on
was
the handbrake.
amazing timing, Tommy, because you went what I thought was uh-oh, and then my game froze.
Oh no, I said pothole.
It sounded like what Paul said you said.
Was my audio low?
It's not low, it's just the way you said it. You went uh-oh.
Fair enough.
It's fun being the truck behind when your game freezes, because you have to slam on your brakes.
Yep.
Right turn.
So my new hard drive arrived today, so I'm going to reinstall Windows on
yeah.
Monday.
Noise.
See, the game freeze problem, guys, that I'm suffering is either going to be caused by Windows and my 2-year-old install and something to do with Windows, whatever. So I'm thinking a fresh install might fix it. If that doesn't fix it, then there's something wrong with my graphics card. There must be. So I'm trying the Windows OS thing. So I'm going to have to waste an entire day reinstalling Windows 10. Yay! Slippy slidey.
Two X.
Sounds like a fun day. It's a wasted day is what it is. That's my hard drive. Literally arrived about an hour ago. It's a Samsung 970 Pro, 1TB NVMe. So I've got an NVMe in there at the moment, half a terabyte. I'm going to swap it for that one. And then I'm going to take the half terabyte NVMe, I'm going to put it in an enclosure that I've ordered. So I'll have a half a terabyte, like, USB drive. You love installing Windows? Lol. I used to love building PCs, and I used to love configuring and installing different Linux distros and Windows. I used to love it. Now, it's like, I just want to get it over with so I can get on with something else. Why didn't you go with one that's more than 1 terabyte? Because that cost £300. And I didn't want to spend 600. Right, what are we doing next?
I may have a mouthful of nacho.
Well, there's worse things to have stuck in your mouth.
I think we're off to Pedro Bay.
Do we all need to go to Pedro Bay?
Well, Paul certainly does, and there is a watchtower here that still needs to be unlocked as well, so...
Okay, so we're going to drive to Pedro Bay.
Do you want me to unlock this watchtower?
Sure. You've seen the freezing on other people's games. Yeah, but it's not just this game, it does it. It does it in every game I play. It's got to be the PC. And if I look at GPU Z, when it happens, the graphics card basically goes to sleep for like a second or two. The CPU carries on, like audio carries on. If I'm watching a stream, that carries on. But anything to do with 3D rendering just comes to a complete stop. So I'm kind of wondering if it's the graphics card. Which is really annoying, because it's a 1080 Ti and you can't buy those cards anymore. So I can't even just straight swap it. It's not my RAM content, honestly. It's not the CPU, it's not the RAM. I updated all the BIOS, I've done everything I can. Yeah, it does freeze him when I'm recording, it does it when I'm streaming, which is why I need to fix it. Going Harry Potter.
Okay.
The Master123, thank you for gifting a sub to Abinavo. Clear. It might be the PCI Express power save setting.
Science!
So that's in BIOS settings, presumably, right?
Oh, what?
I'm guessing it disconnected you.
Yeah, I just got left behind.
I mean, what setting do I need to look for?
Clear?
Not really sure how we tackle this, because I can't see very much.
I'm going to assume that this lovely tarmac road that heads to that middle watchtower is going to be blocked.
It's a window setting. Why would I have a setting for PCI Express to go to sleep at random intervals? I mean, I can game for like 2 hours and see nothing, and then suddenly see it twice in 20 minutes.
Ice is pretty cool.
Might even be Sub-Zero. Ice is pretty cool. What a line. Morrison's landslide? Wait, Morrison's landslide? Is that to do with a lot of shopping falling off the trailer or something?
Right, I'm calling that. Like, what's the point? So, Morrison's landslide, deliver to the landslide 2 consumables. So you're saying we've got to bring food in order to clear a landslide?
Well, it is
Okay.
Morrison's.
What does the description say?
There's been an accident involving Morrison's miners working in the mountains. No one was hurt, but the loose rocks have blocked the road. Could you help us with clearing the rubble? And then it says deliver to the landslide 2 consumables.
Well, the workers need food.
ENWPG, that's an interesting one. So that was an actual hard drive. This bridge is not open. And I don't see a mission to fix it.
Would that be dangerous route, this one back here?
And that looks quite deep. And I made my mistake the other day. Oh, there you go.
Deliver to the bridge 4 wooden planks.
But you have to deliver it on the other side. Just to be extremely
No,
annoying.
There's one off to your left.
Honestly, I swear that wasn't there a minute ago.
So 2 consumables and 4 planks before we can go anywhere, right?
That's about the size of it.
Wonder what's down this way.
After disconnecting the hard drive, microfreeze is stopped. Can't say for sure it's the same issue, but for you might be worth looking into. Well, it's an easy test, isn't it? I'm trying to think if I've even got a hard drive in there. I think I do, actually. I think I have one hard drive in there. It's a good call, bro. When I'm doing the Windows reinstall, I'll disconnect that drive.
I have to admit though, the best game for your system to freeze in is Siege, because you sit there and hope you haven't been shot.
It's not the best game, is it?
Does it actually freeze in Siege as well, though?
Yep.
Every game.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like the trucking, Euro truck and stuff.
Nope. It's in any and every game. Apart from, I think, Factorio. But I think Factorio's not 3D.
If your game freezes in Factorio, then there's something majorly wrong with your system, right?
I found a new road pole.
Let's have a look. Control panel. Power options. Change plan settings. Change advanced power settings. PCI Express. PCI Express link state power management setting off. That sounds like what it should be.
Are you taking tech support from Twitch chat, though?
Yeah, but I've got it all on high performance, so it's not really going to be that, I don't think. So we need to bring metal stuff back, do we?
Wooden.
Who needs a bridge anyway?
Four wooden planks. To Pedro Bay.
And 2 consumables.
Well, what?
So 4 wooden planks is for one of the blockages, and 2 consumables for the other blockage.
Yeah.
I just about got to a watchtower, hopefully, so...
A mountain river doesn't have a garage, does it?
Nope. So either go from the port or the north port or whatever one, well, the one is with the airfield.
White Valley. Well, that's a pain. As of number 2, please.
house.
Flatbed should do it. Check the tire upgrades on this. Chained. Looks good. Pavan Shavda, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the house. High range, high power medium.
Welcome to the nut house.
See, I've got the thirsty engine in, that's the problem. Yeah, Bia, it's got literally no, honestly, my graphics card never goes above 45 Celsius. It's custom water cooled. It is very much not a temperature problem. Well, I could have just put a wheel on that and taken a proper trailer, couldn't I? Flatbed semi. Oddly Wired, thank you very much, the Master, for gifting a sub to Oddly Wired. Right, so we've got to get... Oh, it's not going to show me tasks in this map, is it? Wooden planks. Thank you, game. That needs 2 wooden planks. Is there a good place to get wooden planks en route rather than bringing them out the North Port, do you think?
Not sure. Puppies is both me and Pups are like on the way to the 3rd and 4th watchtowers. So.
Let's try. There's a sawmill at Mountain River. I could probably use that, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Just check that as to whether you can actually get planks there or whether it's
No, the
something
sawmill.
else.
It looks like a
I've got-
plank signal. Right, let's go to...
To the nut house.
Eurovich, thank you for 45. And SJ Stephen, thank you very much for subbing. The game got patched yesterday, Martin. They fixed some of the duplication issues people have been seeing. Mountain River. You're still waiting for the first new map to come. Yeah, didn't they say something like 2 weeks after release? If that's the case, it could release next week. Lol, the master. The game seems more stable after the patch. I can't confirm that yet. I'll let you know at the end of the stream. Hey, train spotter. Have they changed their hands? Negative. You still awkwardly... Wait a minute. It's still terrible, but he seems to be doing some weirdly different things now. Keeps crossing his arms over. It's like not quite as exaggerated. It feels like they've patched it slightly.
You might have to carry on and grab that watchtower same as unblocked by a damn pipeline.
Well, I would say that, oh okay, that bridge may be open. That next pipeline is over the road by the looks of that.
Oh yeah, it looks bad. Apparently there's 3 files that you can delete that get rid of his hands. My question is, do we want this tunnel? Gateway to the White Valley or the Mountain River? We want Mountain River. So we need to go left. Mr. Leaky, how does a computer get drunk? It takes screenshots. Oh, that is terrible, man. That's really bad. I don't think they've fixed duplication. No, Benno, they said in the patch notes, partial fix to cargo duplication. So it's not a complete fix. It's an amazing dad joke, I know, right? I don't know about the random holes in the floor. Again, as we play it, we'll see.
No, they have not fixed that one yet.
Well, I've seen a hole already. I don't know about you.
I was driving along and the ground like opened up beneath me.
Well, here's the thing. Dads don't like dad jokes. Dads love telling dad jokes to kids. Actually, that's a good point. Did you hear any splashing sound when we was in a convoy?
Yes.
You did? I didn't.
I did.
Right, I'm about to Harry Potter it through, okay?
Yep.
Into the mountain river. Yeah, I saw Scrap Mechanic got survival mode. Isn't it this week that releases? I'm clear. Whoa, what's with all the bricks?
It's the task I'm doing, Paul.
No, I think they're left over from a task that we finished last time.
I think so.
It's also a task
That
in where I am now.
I know, but I can see 6 bricks on the riverbed. Oh, is it
I
today?
only need 3 of them.
Have you guys tried it? Have you tried Scrap Mechanic Survival? Holy... Oh my god. I can see like 40 icons and 20... Whoa!
Yeah, what?
Did someone say fixed to cargo duplication?
Yeah, duplication's fixed. I do fear though that was already in the game.
It just rained cargo on my screen.
I don't know what to say.
How do we get rid of all those?
You have to go near them with a flatbed and say remove.
Oh my god. That's going to take a while.
I'm on my way to do it. Yeah, I'm on my way to do it.
Poppy cleaning services en route.
Oh.
I don't think that's a fault of the new bug. I think that was already in the game. So it's like that task was already activated by us before the patch came out. So
Game crash.
Uh-oh. Did they mention adding brick rain in the new patch? No. Apparently, if you go to the mission and click restart, it will force respawn the appropriate mountain in the original locations. Do you want me to do that?
Try it. What's the worst that can happen? We now have 80 on the map.
Stop tracking, start tracking.
don't you actually have to go to where
Welcome.
the task starts to restart a task? You can't do that from the menu.
That may be the case. I mean, it's up to you. I can stop what I'm doing and go back to the warehouse and try that. Or Puppy can clean up.
I mean, I'm in the map where it started. I can leave my truck and you can jump into it and see if you can do it.
That would work. If you can put your truck there, I can jump in.
I've got my... I'll jump to the garage and then you can have...
Yeah,
there you go, I've
you need to
jumped
be
out.
at the warehouse, don't you? Or wherever the mission objective is.
I can drive up to the sawmill and go on.
I don't know. Whoa, power sliding down here.
Someone said you can not restart tasks, so many contracts.
You can restart tasks, but you have to go to the prompt where it actually is on the ground.
Okay, well I'm off to the sawmill and then Paul can jump in my truck.
Okay.
Do you want me to grab the 2 consumables, Paul?
Yeah, because I can only carry 4 wood. Sorry, 5
Okay.
wood. I'm going to bring 5 over. Because I think there's a mission that requires 2, so that'll be one of them. Wooden planks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a whole lot of wood.